2009, first look, Hokoku vintage pachinko machine. Bought this from Oregon. Really, really well packed. I think it was Tin Cup for Us was the seller in Oregon. She did a great job. She did put the piece of board on top to protect the tray and wrapped it. This machine's a little unusual. Don't see it that often. It has this window up in the front, which I think is going to show the balls rolling by. Moving on to the back, there's a different mechanism than most of them. There seems to be a jackpot seesaw here, which I think will be allowing the balls to flow down this right side. And then there are two bells, one here and one down here. We empty the ball things, but that means that that will go to this lever here, which will empty the balls. That's up, it locks. I'll bet you that's actually the play position. And then when you press this, you unlock to release the balls. Lots of switches on this machine that I'm trying to figure out. There are 4 here. One obviously is triggered by the jackpot regulator here. This one here seems to be triggered by the seesaw arm. So maybe you get 2 lights per jackpot. Tracking down light bulbs, there's one here that goes with an orange triangle in the upper right. And then there look to be 3 underneath this panel here. 2 reds and a yellow on the front. Here's that orange that I was talking about. There's a lever in the back, and I'll show you that in a minute. But if you fill too many balls in the outflow track, it will cause this door to block further play. There's that lever in action here, and that's a feature I have not seen in a vintage before. Okay, I've taken down a few things in the back, and it's really interesting how this jackpot mechanism works. If you look in here in the front window, you'll see this metal shelf. Well, let's see what happens with that shelf in the back. That shelf is connected to this rod, which doesn't pivot unless you get a ball that comes down to the jackpot mechanism here. Then we teeter-totter here, come down through here, teeter this. When you do get this teetered, and it's a tricky little latch here, when this teeters, it allows this to tip. It's a whole bar that folds forward, dumps the balls onto the lever, and then they go down through the series to chime the bells. Our seesaw jackpot regulator is blocked here by the low ball arm. So when we have balls, that goes down, and then the jackpot regulator can regulate. One other linkage on the bottom left here. You can see that that activates this arm, which will engage and lock us out if there are low balls. That ball dump lets the balls come out down here through here. If you're using a 9-volt. Okay, across there, I moved the green log over to that one. We have a light here, which must be the low ball indicator. Now, why is there 2 switches though? I still don't know. Let's go around the front and see what that looks like. Okay, we have the stop playing indicator going. I cannot get the jackpot balls to light up, so I'm going to go and see if I can't get to the bulbs from the front. Okay, this is different. I took these 2 screws off, and now I'm going to take this plate out, thing open, and there you go. The bulbs are accessed from the front on this machine. Okay, got the yellow part of the back off, at least loose. I cleaned all the trackways on the other side. A lot of staining, but there's that interesting ball divoting in. Tracks are plastic, not aluminum. Okay, I have the upper back off. Show you the shelf from the front. Tilting, here's a tilting shelf. There we go. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Falls into this tray. These bulbs are impossible. They are like so corroded in and the whole base is spinning. So I'm going to see if I can get them out. Messing around with these wires a little bit more. I do think that the red bulbs are in parallel, which made sense to me. But I wondered why there were two switches here for the tray empty. And now I realize it's because one of the switches, it goes back to this. So it closes the circuit here to let the attendant know that we need a refill. I'm getting some LEDs ready. Try to add a little bit of light behind the clown and the flower in the center. Quick test of brightness here. You can see that yellow LED, it's actually on, straight on. Okay, the auxiliary LEDs are in. We've got 4 wires running out the side there. There's our little red nose for the clown, and a little yellow thing for the flower. There it goes. That is very cool. Let's see that again. It's kind of fun. That was a double. That was a double. That is stuck. And that's what's happening down here. This shows the shelf stuck. If you shake it, balls will continue to come out. So this shows the mechanism caught right there. Now let's add the rock onto this arm to give it a little more weight. A critically placed rock, and we'll try a few jackpots again. Here's the bottom mechanism. Okay, here's the light action. And then down in here. You can see right in here, there are 2 pachinko balls suspended with gaffing tape and goop on the vertical rod. This gives a counterweight that pulls it back down. Another good option would have been to possibly hang something off of here or put a spring down there. That's it for now on the Hokoku vintage pachinko.